Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're new, my name's Chris and I'm glad you came along for the adventure today. We are currently doing something a little different. We are camping in Michaux State Park Campground. It's really neat. It's very dispersed camping, more like boondocking, very primitive, no hookups. So yeah, we're having a really good time. Definitely different than what we're used to, but we love it. I think this is something that we're going to do some more of. We're actually truck camping. So we didn't bring our RV this time. We are camping in our truck. Maury got me a truck tent so we could try doing some more like boondocking and going to see some areas that we can't get our camper into. So that's really what we're doing this weekend. We're testing it out. We thought we'd bring you along for the adventure. And yeah. This is the short trail that we have to walk to get back to our campsite from where we parked our vehicle. I don't know if you can see how it opens up from here yet, but once we get down to the actual campsite, it opens up really well. You fit a lot of tents. It's flat for the most part, but a really nice area. Here you can see how it starts to really open up. A lot of different options on placement parts where you want to put your tent. Real nice big open area here. We have our little screen room set up for our puppies. That way we can sit out here and enjoy our time without having them on leashes getting caught up. Got a nice fire roaring here for breakfast. So we are going to cook some breakfast now, and then I'll take you up and show you where we're sleeping. Alright, well here was our home for the night. This thing is pretty sweet. It's made by a brand called Joy Tutus. And it is a tent for your bed of a pickup truck. Very nice, very spacious. One of the things I like about it is you get extra space. You can keep your tailgate down, so you get that extra space, to be able to stretch your legs and just have extra storage space. And here's the inside of it. You don't have a top portion to be able to let the heat vent out, but it was pretty nice because it got chilly last night, and it definitely kept us nice and warm. You have your two windows on either side, and then you have one up in the front. The one up in the front is really kind of pointless. I think it's more of just like a vent window, but it was really comfortable to sleep in. We had a nice air mattress, you see right here, and yeah, so that was our night. Had a nice little portable toilet that we brought with us here. Use the shower room. I'll tell you, this thing was actually really easy to set up. I'll do a time lapse of setting this up in the video, and see how quick it was to get up there. I think one of the things, the mistakes that I had made is I was actually trying to put this in the bed of the truck, and it wasn't until I got this front part on that I realized this actually sits on top. If you have a pickup truck and you're looking for a nice, a pretty inexpensive way to be able to go and do some dispersed camping, get out and do some boondocking, and you don't want to just take a tent, this is a great way to be able to do it. Very affordable. I think we paid like around 150 bucks on Amazon for it, and they do have different size tents. If you, depending on what size your bed of your pickup truck is, you can get for 6-foot beds, 8-foot beds, or the shorter beds as well. But like I said, it was real quick to put up, very comfortable to sleep in, and we just had a really good time. The only thing that's kind of a downfall, I would say, is if you're planning on going anywhere, you have to take it down so you can drive. But other than that, it's nice to be able to get away for a night or two if you don't have any plans on going anywhere. So I did want to cut in here real quick and talk about Michaux State Park a little bit. I realized I hadn't really said a whole lot about it yet. You know, just kind of talking about truck camping and such. But this place is really neat. It's really big. It's very, like I said before, you know, as far as the camping aspect goes, you know, it offers a great selection of dispersed camping here. You know, it does have different campsites that you can go to if you do have bigger rigs, but they're going to be more located in your parking lot areas, which is, it's still pretty neat. You know, they do actually have in the parking lots, they have ramps that you can offload your ATVs, your four-wheelers. You know, you can offload all that right there if you want to go out and take them on the trails throughout the park. You can also take your, you know, your horse trailers and park them in those parking lots too if you want to go out horseback riding on the trails, which I thought was pretty neat. But Michaux State Park itself, you know, that's roughly, I want to say it's right around 85,000 acres. You know, so it is pretty big. It expands across 3 counties, which would be Cumberland, Franklin, and Adams. It's kind of located, I want to say, right between Chambersburg and Gettysburg area. One of the other things that I thought was really fascinating is inside of Michaux State Park is an old World War II interrogation camp that our government had used to interrogate the Japanese and German soldiers during the World War II. It was only open roughly, I want to say, about like 1.5 to 2 years, and there's not a whole lot of the buildings that's left there. There are some foundations and such that are there. You know, unfortunately, we didn't have a whole lot of time to go explore while we were here. But we do want to come back and go through some of that. We're gonna stay here again at some point. This was really just kind of a trial run for the truck camping and see how that whole thing goes. So, you know, we are planning on coming back here and staying again and actually doing more of a video series on Michaux State Park and the Appalachian Trail. The Appalachian Trail does actually run right through Michaux State Park, which I thought was pretty cool. And doing some more digging into it. They have the Appalachian Trail Museum that was real close to us. I think it's actually called like Pine Grove Furnace, I believe, that area. But they have you know, like a general store, an Appalachian Trail Museum, and the halfway point of the Appalachian Trail, which actually starts in Georgia and ends in Maine. The halfway point is in Michaux State Park. It's very close to the Appalachian Trail Museum. And that Pine Grove Furnace area, which I thought was pretty neat. I would say from our campsite, it was roughly, I want to say maybe 3-4 miles from our campsite. So we definitely like to go back and check that out. In regards to the campsites, I know I'd already said that, you know, they have different sites that, you know, you can get bigger equipment into. They actually have 27 campsites that you can reserve through the Pennsylvania State Parks website. 27 different campsites, and like I said, they are more dispersed other than the parking lot areas that you can go to, but typically with them you will have to park in a parking area like what we did, and then you have a certain amount of space that you have to walk back to get to your camp area. But when you go to make your reservations online, they have all that information which tells you, you know, roughly how many yards it is away from where you park your vehicle that you have to backpack in to where you're going to stay. So it's really nice that they had all that information pretty readily available. But you know, we really did enjoy our time here, and it's such a beautiful area. You know, being out in nature and just hearing all the sounds of nature, and just, you know, really kind of unplugging from everything. You know, as far as cell phone service goes, we didn't really have any cell phone service here, hardly any at all. So, you know, it was even hard to kind of get a text message out. Until we had gotten out and, you know, got a couple miles down the road, a little bit more out of the kind of camping area. But you know, their campsites, they're pretty far apart from each other. I think the closest campsite to us on either side was, oh heck, maybe 1.5 miles, you know, maybe almost up to 2 miles. You know, so they are pretty far spanned out, which is very nice, because really, you know, where you are, it's just going to be you and whoever you have that's with you. You know, other than you know, some of the ATVs or the motorcycles that can go up and down the trails. You know, but you're pretty much out there, and it's nice and quiet, and you have the whole area to yourself. So, but yeah, like I said, I just wanted to jump in here and tell you a little bit about Michaux State Park, and you know, what we did like about it.
And you know, we hope to be able to come back here pretty soon and get more of an actual video on that state park, and definitely want to bring you along with it. So yeah, actually I think we have some plans that we want to be able to go out and visit a lot more state parks this summer. So you know, that was one of the reasons why we had gotten the tent for the truck. That way we can get into more of these dispersed areas that we don't have to worry about you know, taking the RV with, which, you know, we do have a generator and such for the RV, but sometimes it's just nice to not have to worry about lugging around a big, you know, 40-foot trailer. So yeah, anyway, I think we are going to just kind of sit back and relax and enjoy our time together here. So go. Come on. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for us here at Michaux State Park. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this type of content, let us know in the comments down below. Like I said, it's a little different than what we're used to doing. You know, we're thinking about getting some more of this content on the channel, so if it's something that you enjoy, let us know. The keyword for this video is going to be State Park. So to get entered into our giveaway, make sure that you are a subscriber to this channel. Comment State Park down below, and that will automatically get you entered into our giveaway. We will announce the winner of our giveaway at the end of September, and you know, we'll get a t-shirt or, you know, some type of gift out to you guys. I'll have my merch shop up by then, so you know, if a t-shirt's not your thing, I'll have some other options that you can choose from. And yeah, but anyway, I hope you guys like this video, and we'll see you on our next adventure.